That one shot where they like swung him by his legs, threw him into the crowd.
You got that shot?
Yeah, that was me.
That's so sick, bro.
I got like Larry June music videos like as my college projects.
Did you get A's on those projects?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say. So did you know at the time you were gonna be DJing for Sosa?
No, I had no idea.
You're like, what the f? I'm gonna be DJing for Chief Keef?
They were like, keep going, but I was like, bro, I'm not gonna go on tour and fund this shit. So I was like, all right, okay. I'm going home. I'm gonna either do 8 songs or I'm gonna do 32 songs. So
damn, yo, hold up, wait a minute. You're making a classic. Yo, welcome back to the Heatin Up podcast, the hottest podcast in the game. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, follow, rate, all that good stuff. But again, thank you for tuning into another episode. Today, we got a very special guest. We got one of Arizona's best DJs, producers, videographers, photographers, makes music. He does it all. We got DJ WaveGod in the building, man. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Hey, we in this motherfucker. Appreciate you having me.
Of course, bro. I appreciate you coming on. I know it's your birthday week. Is your birthday tomorrow, tonight?
All right, so my birthday is on Monday, January 9th.
Okay.
But I'm going to be outside anyway, so we're just going to celebrate all weekend. I'm at Glow. I'm at 1111. I'm supposed to be at Barsmith, but you know what I mean. We waiting on the confirmation. Send a check through.
Yeah. And then you're turning how old?
I'm gonna be 32.
Oh, for real?
Nah.
Yes, oh shit, bro. So okay,
yes,
so you,
sir.
bro. It's obvious.
I've been doing this shit.
I was gonna say you've been doing a ton of different avenues, stuff like that. When did you get started? Like, did you start DJing first, or what did you do first? Because you're obviously multi-talented, bro. You've been doing many things. But like, what did you start off with?
So as far as like the entertainment industry goes, I started rapping when I was like 18. My boy LJ, he had a studio in his garage. I was like, all right, boom, I'm gonna start rapping. I think I was like, all right, if Lil B and Soulja Boy can rap, I can definitely rap. You know what I mean? So I started rapping. Then I was like starting college at the same time too.
Okay.
So then I shifted my major to audio production. So, you know, I started recording, mixing, mastering, worked in a bunch of studios across the city. The biggest one would be like Salt Mine. I was over there for probably about like 4 months. But then after I was doing all the engineering, I'm like, yo, I need music videos. So then, like my people, we always have kind of had like a camera around. So like we were early on all like the vlogging and all the fucking viral media content and shit.
So like when you started all this, what was the goal, right? Did you want to be a rapper, or did you want to be behind the camera? What was like the goal when you first stared? Or was it just all for fun and you didn't even realize?
I mean, it's always just been fun. I guess when I first started, it's always been about the music. Like, you know,
music, yeah.
I'm a rapper, producer, engineer, DJ.
So out of all the avenues you picked right now, if one was gonna take off, it'd be the rapping, it'd be the music. Or are you still cool with being part of music but behind the camera or the producing side of things?
See, right now I feel like I'm like moving into like an executive producer type of role, where I'm just putting all the pieces together because I know how to do every part. You know what I mean? So I can put the right people in the right positions, you know what I mean, in order to have a good show or have a good production or, you know, make a good music video or, you know what I mean? It really just depends. Like, people hit me up for 7 different things 7 days a week. So it's like, you know, whatever you need, I can definitely make that happen.
Okay, cool, bro. So then,
were you always from Arizona, or did you like live somewhere else before this?
So I'm originally from Seattle.
Oh, okay.
I grew up out there until I was 14, and then I moved out here with family, and then went to high school and college out here. I was kind of back and forth between here and Seattle, but I was also out in LA a lot, Vegas, but like mostly West Coast.
Okay. Do you like? I mean, you've been part of the music scene. Do you think Arizona's a good spot for the music scene, or do you think it's kind of a 50-50?
I feel like when it comes to just making music, it is what you make it. You know what I mean? You could be from anywhere, and if you're not like on your shit and being consistent, nothing's gonna happen anyways. You know what I mean? You see people blow up from the smallest fucking towns. Yeah. You know what I mean? In the fucking country. You know what I mean? Just because they make good music and are consistent and have a good following. So I wouldn't count AZ out or in, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Based off of anything.
Yeah. Do you think you've gotten to a point where you're able to do this full time, or are you still kind of working your way to getting there?
I mean, I'm doing it full time. Like, you know what I mean? Between the photos, the videos, the music, the DJing, promotions, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's sick,
making
bro.
money. So
I feel like that's the hardest part, right? Like going full time to doing what you love, because it's tough. It takes a lot of time. And plus, when you're starting out, nobody knows you. There's not a lot of money there, right?
Right.
So it's cool when you can see somebody like make it to be able to do full time.
The thing I got in my court right now is that everybody knows me. You feel me? So it's kind of, they already know what I'm bringing to the table. So,
I saw that you worked with Chief Keef just like a month and a half ago, I think.
Yeah, no. So the way that actually happened is that I work with Murkemz. You know what I mean? He's one of my day one best friends, brother. But at the same time, I DJ for him, as well as on his first initial viral run, I was shooting a lot of his music videos. So he had a relationship with management over there, and then got put on the show, but had a feature with Suevo Twain, which is one of Chief Keef's artists. So I meet them early. They're like, we need a DJ for the set. I'm DJing for Murkemz and Suevo, and the DJ, the house DJ, ended up having another gig, and the person who's actually running the show is my guy Caleb. He runs Aura. He used to have
sick. Okay.
What was that? Press Room.
Yeah.
But I've known him forever, you know what I mean, since I started making music. And he's like, bro, he's got to leave. If you're trying to rock the fucking show, go crazy, because we're waiting for Sosa to show up. I mean, because he literally showed up 2 hours late. So I'm
So did you know at the time you were gonna be DJing for Sosa, or no? You came in and you're like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be DJing for Chief Keef?
No, I had no idea.
Okay, that's crazy. Did you? All right, bro, that's a lot of pressure, right? We're talking about technically one of the GOATs, right?
Nah, but I've been doing this shit.
Okay, so you felt like you were ready for this your whole life.
The Migos show in Tucson in 2016.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
shit.
It's 5,000 people, crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've been doing concerts and shit. So it's kind of just falling into something that I was already been doing.
Yeah.
But I just haven't done it in a minute.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
What other big artists have you worked with?
Young Thug, XXXTentacion, really all the artists. So I used to work with this company called Fresh Empire, and they were sponsoring all the concerts that came through town. So from 2015 to 2017, I was literally filming every single hip hop concert that came through town.
Out in Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So I've definitely worked with a lot of artists as far as big names go. But
What? So
on the concert tip.
yeah.
So recaps and shit.
You just being a music fan in general, I'd imagine, are you a fan of these artists in the first place when you're working with them, or does that play a role into who you work with, or no, you're just you know what, I'll work with whoever regardless?
I feel a lot of the shit I do is organic. So I kind of fall into the positions where I should be. You know what I mean? I relate with artists that, are like me, or, are on the same type of energy, same type of vibe. So, but at the same time, at the end of the day, I am working. So,
yeah. So it's that, as much as you it's still a job, right? Who's been your favorite big artist to work with? I know it's kind of hard to pick one. I know you've been around, but
so a big artist that's actually one of my friends is Larry June. And
it's fun, okay, because we were just talking about it before the podcast, but I had no clue you were actually friends with him. That's
nah. So he used to be out here trapping back in the day, and my boy Grayson, he's a photographer, videographer, was shooting his music videos, and another one of my boys was engineering for him, and then that's kind of how we ended up linking up. We made some music and shit. But then that's also when I started shooting music videos. So literally I got fucking Larry June music videos as my college projects and shit.
Oh, that's so funny, bro. Hey, did you get A's on those projects?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was like, they can't diss the projects.
So who's been what is a dream artist you want to work with?
Dream artist. I can't answer that right now. Like,
For real?
I don't even know. Like,
Okay, yeah.
You know
Do you
what I
have a lot, or like you're just like it's just hard to pick?
I mean, it's all coming. Like, it's all coming.
Okay.
So you obviously have big goals, bro. 2023. I mean, you've been doing your thing for a long time. What's like the goal for this year? Do you have a specific goal? Are you looking towards something?
Yeah, no. Right now, I'm just trying to get organized.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just want to do what I'm doing to the fullest extent. You know what I mean? Take it as far as it can go. You know what I mean? Build businesses. You know what I mean? Create wealth for the family. And, you know, outside of that, like, there's not really much else to do.
Do you think, again, bro, like you're multi-talented, you're doing all these different things, but this shit takes time.
Yeah.
Do you think, are you able to manage your time in all these avenues, or are you going to start like cutting down certain avenues you're already doing, kind of focus on bigger ones?
See, so I have been doing that. Like, you know, I don't record people anymore. You know, I'm not engineering or producing for people that much. I'm mostly just doing DJing, promotions at clubs, and the photography and the videography.
Okay.
Right now, I got a pretty good residency over at Glow on Mill. So I've been working with.
I see you promoting that place a lot.
there.
Okay, that's sick, bro. Okay.
And you know, I've had a relationship with the owners of the new club 1111. So I'll be DJing and promoting over there. They were actually kind of the first people to even put me on in the nightlife scene once I started DJing. So, you know, shout out, you know, Corey, Class, Davion, everybody over there. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you've been doing this a long time, bro. Again, you obviously, it shows you love Arizona. You've been here the whole time. But like, what's been keeping you from moving to the LA or the popping places like maybe Florida, Miami, or something like that?
Like
yeah,
that.
Nothing's really stopping me. I just think that might just be my next step. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, so it could be in the books. Like,
Yeah, no, because, you know, especially over the last couple of years, I've had to like deal with some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had fucking legal troubles. Had. You know
oh,
what I mean?
I can
All
only
kinds of
imagine
shit.
this. Yeah.
So, right now, you know what I mean, is like the bounce back. But you know what I mean, we're doing good.
Okay, so is 2023 looking like a big year for you? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for
Good,
sure,
bro.
We're
Good.
going crazy.
You brought up Murkemz.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy, bro, Arizona, he popped off like last year, 2022. And I actually just recently found out about him from you when I was like doing my research. I was like, who is this guy? And I realized, I was like, oh shit, I've seen this guy around before.
Yeah.
Great artist, by the way. He's got a good thing going. He just needs more recognition, bro. Do you think?
No, he's definitely the GOAT when it comes to rapping in Arizona. Like,
Crazy.
nobody before
Yeah.
or after him is even like doing anything close to what he's doing. So, you know, shout out to Murk for sure.
Do you and that you met him from mutual friends? You met him through this scene?
Yeah, no, I met him through mutual friends in like high school.
Oh, so y'all go way back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, you know, like just throughout time, he'd be like coming over to my house. I'd record a bunch of his music and shit. We would get money together. You know what I mean? He used to use my ID before he was legal.
That's funny as hell.
And that's no cap. Like,
Yeah.
literally, I gave him my ID for his fake and then lost my shit. And like 5 years later, went back to get that ID.
That's crazy.
And he still had it.
Oh, bro. So now that you're seeing him pop off a little bit, like, do you see him? Are you planning to? Obviously, you guys are friends before, like just like business partners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when the time comes and he's doing your thing, you're doing yours, are you still gonna be like official with him, or are you gonna have to kind of branch off, kind of do his thing? You know, like labels come into play, all that stuff.
I mean, time gonna tell.
Yeah.
But that's my brother, so.
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Okay, that's great, bro. Do you brought up XXXTentacion? I wanted to bring this up as well. It's funny. Yesterday, because I found out about the research I was doing, I watched his documentary because I saw
You see me in there?
you were
In the Gap hoodie?
in it? Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted to ask, bro. You literally worked on the XXXTentacion documentary, which is nuts, bro. Like he's I don't know how that slipped because I love X. His music's amazing.
Right.
I didn't even know there was a documentary.
Right.
But it was amazing, like incredible. How did you even get an opportunity to work on a set like that?
So remember I was telling you I was shooting all the concerts out here.
Yeah.
So his show at Livewire on the Revenge tour was one of our dates, and like at sound check, his management and DJs walk in. I just end up like start talking to him. Solomon Sounds, it was his manager at the time.
Yeah.
And but he's still running all this shit. He's actually the A&R at Capitol Records right now.
Oh wow.
And so like talking to him, I'm like, yo, y'all don't mind if I like get footage of the show and stuff, right? And he's like, yeah, no, it's all good. Come on stage, do whatever you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the show starts, and this shit is insane. You know what I mean? Mosh pits. He's jumping off the fucking second floor into the fucking crowd.
His shows,
Yeah.
You know what I
his
mean?
shows
I'm getting
were
this shit
insane.
in slow-mo. Like, bro, you know what I mean? And these are like literally the shots that are the fucking trailer.
That's
of
what
the
I'm saying. I'm like, bro,
documentary.
you're saying it, and I'm literally replaying the fucking documentary in my head. I'm like, holy shit, you took those.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous, bro. So
then, boom, we did the Scottsdale show, and he's like, yo, if you want to come to LA, come on. So, you know what I mean? I just hopped in the rental, slid right to LA. Boom, we got the show.
you stayed out there for how long?
I was out there for like 2 days because at the same time I was already doing a lot of stuff in LA at like kind of the same time. I was like on Melrose a lot, just getting footage. One of the homies had like a store out there he just opened, and my boy who promotes was like the homie, so we were just out there in general.
Yeah.
But so yeah, and I went out there, shot the show. Everybody and their fucking moms was there. Another fucking movie. You know, at LA, you know, you get that one shot where they like swung him by his legs.
Yeah.
Threw him into the fucking crowd.
You got that shot?
Yeah, that was me.
That's so
sick as
sick,
fuck,
bro.
So
Okay, so did they hit you up that they were gonna be using this in the documentary, or no? You're like, what the fuck?
So
That's my clip.
I'm just getting footage. You know what I mean? I'm just chilling, getting
Yeah.
footage. And you know, they were like, keep going, but I was like, bro, I'm not finna fucking like go on tour. And fund this shit. So I was like, all right,
Okay.
I'm going home.
So
I appreciate y'all.
so they didn't pay you at all for any of the stuff you did for the
Initially.
documentary? Oh,
Initially.
okay. All right.
So then, boom, you know, he did the couple more tour dates. It ended up getting like shut down. It was just like too much going on. He played like 4 more dates, and then like they canceled the rest of the tour. But then, you know, everything that happened with him, unfortunately, as far as his death and all that, happened. And then probably about like a year after that, you know, Solomon reached out. He was like, yo, we want to buy all the rights to the footage.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, bet. You know, because I didn't do anything with it. Like, I just literally had it all on a hard drive.
Smart.
I wasn't like posting
smart.
it. I wasn't
Yeah.
sending out to fan pages or, you know, like weird shit like that. And so, boom, they buy all the footage back. And like in my mind, I'm already knowing what the fuck's going on. Like, you know, because they weren't talking about a documentary, but I'm like, bro, this is definitely going into a fucking documentary.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, so okay, so you're smart enough. You've been doing this shit. You know what's gonna be like. This isn't gonna. It's not for now, but it'll catch later.
Right.
So your stuff when you're recording this shit, you're already playing in the back of your head. You're like, this could be used
I mean,
for
it
this.
wasn't planned, but I mean, that's just
But
what
it plays
I
into it.
knew once the opportunity was given to me, you know what I mean, as far as, you know, we're trying to buy this shit. I'm like, all right, bet. Well,
Was it easy working with them? Again, that's legal stuff.
It was very easy.
Okay.
I'm on the phone, FaceTime with his manager the whole time. His mom calls me from the bank. Like, it's good. Like,
Yeah. So did you ever get to? They probably have a separate team, but like work on the set with the people in like now real time.
oh no,
It was just
really
your
all I
X
did was
footage.
just upload a big ass folder. They downloaded it.
Yeah.
Just use
But
whatever
still,
footage you had.
which again is crazy. The clips you're talking about are some of the biggest clips in that documentary.
Yeah.
Like, so that's incredible. And so when they reach out to you, at what
That
time?
was like 20.
Because this just came out a year ago.
2019.
Okay, so they've been working on this for.
So it was like 2019 is
Yeah.
when they reached out.
How'd you feel when you watched the documentary? I'd imagine you watched it, right?
Yeah, no, that shit is fire. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's crazy to know, you know, all the different sides of the story. You know, but you know, they're just trying to get the story out. So
Yeah. And so I mean, I don't know how close you worked with X personally, but like,
I would say like the closest, it was like, you know, the night after the Scottsdale show, I sent them the, you know, little clip of the footage. He called me. He's like, bro, I fuck with you. I fuck with the footage. Appreciate you type shit. And, you know, And then we were backstage. I didn't really talk to him that much because he was kind of like irritated about the fact that like so many people were like backstage.
Oh yeah.
So I just let him do the show and the show was lit.
Okay, cool. Well, that's dope, bro. So, I mean, his passing caught everyone by surprise. When you heard about that? Again, like I don't know how connected you are to some of the people you work with, but was that like a pretty hurtful loss when you saw it, or were you just like?
It's definitely a sad moment because I was right there. It was like we were as close as me and you are right now.
Yeah.
As far as like physically.
Yeah.
So, I'd never wish death upon nobody. So it's like, that's all.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
That's sick, bro.
So as far as rapping goes and everything, how's your music career been going along?
I feel like
that sounded so job interview.
Like,
so as far as your music,
my music, I feel like I got a like real cult following. So I want to expand it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get bigger. Like I'm putting all these other artists on. It's definitely time for me to put myself on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You've been
and I've listened to your music before, bro. Like you showed me some of the stuff you have in the vault, and I'm like, bro, this is good. Like this is better. And a lot of underground artists always do have better music than some of these popping artists. But
sure,
you actually have some really good stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I got mixtapes on fucking Apple Music. So
are you planning to drop an album this year?
Yeah, I'm actually probably gonna get on the internet tomorrow and drop a mixtape by Monday.
Oh, sick, bro. Because when was the last time? It's been a few years, bro, since you dropped it.
It's been a minute.
I'm like, I was looking at your Spotify. I'm like, damn, bro, can you post?
So just for my birthday for y'all, I'm dropping a new tape. I don't got a name for it. I thought of it earlier, but I forgot what I said. It was like, what was it? It was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was like, fuck you, something else.
Yeah.
But,
How many? Good start already, bro.
So, whenever I remember the rest of the mixtape name, I'll announce it. But until then, fuck you, mixtape, dropping soon.
How many songs you got on it then? By the way, by the time this comes out, it'll already be out.
I'm going to either do 8 songs or I'm going to do 32 songs. So
damn, wait a minute.
You're making a classic. How'd you get from one to the other? So okay, how many songs you got in the vault, bro?
In the vault?
Yes.
I mean, over 100, like for sure. Like that are actually ready to drop.
Yeah. What? Okay. So what goes behind the process, bro? I'm not an artist. Okay. He's not an artist.
Bro, I, like literally how we're sitting here right now is how I record music. Like,
but like
on this same fucking mic.
So, but what's holding you from dropping certain songs? What's holding you from dropping these albums? Why do these artists have so many songs in the vault? Like, I get being versatile, trying new things, and of course, you gotta like the music before you drop it too. But
had I dropped all this music when it was made, it wouldn't be coming out like consistent or organized.
So you'd want to stay more consistent whenever you drop music.
You know what I mean? If I drop 8 songs, I can drop 8 videos, and that's 6. That's a whole year's worth of coverage if you drop 8 videos. You feel me? Like, so I just want to do it the right way, not just put music out and have
just
it go
drop
nowhere.
whatever.
Do you think you found your sound, or are you still playing around? You're kind of.
Oh yeah, no, I've been found my sound. Like,
yeah. I was gonna say I like your music.
Like a lot of the sound is kind of what music is today. You know what I mean? Like I've been doing this shit. You know what I mean? As far as the sound.
Do you regret taking so much time not focusing on your music career per se, but you going off and helping boosting all these other artists, doing their cinematography and stuff like that?
I wouldn't say regret. You know what I mean?
But maybe
because I'm a hustler. Like I'm gonna go where the money's at.
Yeah.
So if I'm not getting paid off the music, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and get to go where I need to go.
Yeah. And so you see now is a good time. Music, you've done your thing, built your other.
Time, you know what I mean? I just been building my crowd. You know what I mean? My audience. You know, just trying to connect with people organically. Like I'm not one of these people that's gonna buy fucking fake followers. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna meet 1,000 people. I'm gonna talk to them personally, and that's how we're gonna build a following.
Yeah. Okay. That's I think that's the right way to do it. Again, people get caught in all the clout and stuff like that. Have you done your thing? Have you caught yourself clout chasing almost? Because again, you get sucked into this vortex where you're like, okay, views, clout likes, chasing, like money, and then
never.
it gets never. Okay, good. Just,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
maybe I put it in the wrong way. Like, I think I put it in the wrong way.
As far as clout goes, like, these are like me and my people, like, allegedly, like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So okay, you say allegedly. I'm curious, like, you'll find fake love everywhere, right? I mean, especially in what you do. I mean, we're talking about the entertainment industry in the first place. Have you had any major beefs that you've seen, or just even not major beefs, like just things you've had to catch up on and be like, oh no, this is where the fake love comes in. This is where I need to cut people off. What's been like a sign for you to keep your circle close and tight versus the people trying to come in now while you're hot?
See, people are always going to show you who they are. You know what I mean? That's up to you to read the signs and move accordingly. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you are the one that's going to make the decision on if you're going to put up with something or not. You feel me? So it's like, all right, boom, you're acting weird, we going to move accordingly. You acting solid, we're going to move accordingly. You know what I mean? Like, what? If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
And we got copyrighted. No, I'm just playing.
You know?
But yeah. So then, all right, I'm curious to see you again. You've been in a long time. What year would you say was your like best year, or your favorite year even?
I don't know. This last year has been lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I'd imagine every year just keeps getting bigger and better.
Yeah, no, every year like has served its purpose. Like, you know, I could talk about when I was 26 and I had a high rise and 2 Mercedes and I'm doing stupid shit. Or I could talk about this year where, you know what I mean, I'm breaking out all these like mental barriers and feeling like I'm actually myself. So it's like, you know what I mean, take your pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like material mentality, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you kind of see, I mean, again, I know you're focused on being in Arizona for now. The people you've built up already, are you still closely connected with them, or have you seen yourself being used? I mean, again, your work, there's a lot of potential to someone hop on the wave, grab what they need, and then dip.
People, when it comes to like using, everybody's going to use you for what they need you for. You know what I mean? Like, so I ain't going to be mad at you for using me because I might have been using you.
Yeah,
you know?
Always mutual.
At the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
But like, that's not how I like come into relationships. I'm not here to use you to, I don't know. Like, that's not how I personally view my relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of like genuine with my shit. So it's like, you know what I mean? If I'm fucking with you, I'm fucking with you. And that's what it is. And you can hate it, you can love it. But we're going to continue to move forward.
Okay. I know you have a separate like brand. I don't know what to call it. The Drip Factory.
Yeah, no. So Drip Factory is kind of like the umbrella of it all. And
is that mainly focused on your videography and photography, or is that focused on what, just all around?
Yeah, no, Drip Factory. So Drip Factory would be like the photos and the videos and the visual location of the studio itself.
Okay.
Like I was telling you, y'all could pull up. We got fucking all this equipment, cameras, big ass white infinity screen. I mean, y'all could set up and make this shit look like fucking The Matrix.
Yeah. I might have to take you home on that offer, bro.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, no.
But at the same time, Drip Factory would be the fucking label that I sign myself to. You know what I'm saying? Or the agency that your next top model is getting booked off of. Or, you know what I mean? Like, Drip Factory is an agency at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, it just depends on what you want it to do.
Okay, so you wanted to, this is like your brand. This is your company, right? You want to try to grow this? Like, is Drip Factory the one, or?
So, bro, like, I'm building multiple brands.
Again, I know you're multiverse, but like,
you know, so I'm gonna build up the value, get it to where it needs to be, and you know what I mean. At the end of the day, if you're like a real business person, you want to build up companies, you want to sell them, and you want to continue to grow. You know what I mean? It just depends on what type of entrepreneur you are at the same time.
You brought up labels. How important is it to you to stay independent, or are you looking for, you know what, fuck, if Empire comes through, Atlanta Records comes through, something like that comes through, reevaluate. But is it being independent important to you, or are you kind of just like riding the wave?
Yeah, no. As far as like being independent goes, it's whatever. Because I've always been independent.
Yeah.
If a label feels like, you know, I'm to that level and it makes sense, you know, it might do some business. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna always have me and my business together. So that's just, you know what I mean, investors at the end of the day.
So what do you think about, when you hear the term sellout, like, oh, that rapper sold out, do you feel any type of way? Because again, you're more closely intertwined with this kind of business. You understand the relations that goes on, but then you'll hear this like casual fan.
I mean, I guess it just depends on the actions that make them a sellout.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, the corruption of some of these labels have been kind of blown out into the public.
Like what? Like, give me an example.
Okay, Damn, you put me on the spot. I honestly, I swear, I don't have an example for you right now. I wish I could think of one. Who was it? They got locked in their contract, and fuck, I don't remember the name.
Like, I don't think I'm experienced enough to answer that question.
Okay, yeah, all right, maybe.
So, like, this world always got hate in it, you know? Society, people always like to hate and everything. How do you deal with hate? Or if you ever gain any hate, how do you feel about it?
You know, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
If they weren't hating, then
Nobody's
I'm
watching.
actually not doing anything at all. So, gotta love you haters.
Did it ever get you?
Shout out to all y'all. that angle, and that angle. Gang. Fuck with me.
Did it ever get to you though? I mean, you'll see people who, I mean, start off and you're like, oh, I'm doing good. And then that one hate comment, oh, that stuck. Have you, I mean, surely, I mean, you're human at the end of the day. And I know people got tough skin.
I've been getting hate on my shit since I was making the most bullshit music in the world. Like, I was 18, not talking about a fucking thing, but they were still hating. I ain't give a fuck. I get 12 years later, I'm out here running this shit, so.
I'd imagine you went through judgment. You know, this isn't like a typical, oh, I'm going to go and be this corporate job. No, I'm going to go DJ. I'm going to go do this. And when you started, I mean, you were doing it at a time, again, media was just coming up and up and up.
The good thing is that the people that are actually like in my inner circle support me like 1,000%.
And that's all that matters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the way like people doubted you during that time whenever you first started this stuff though?
Oh, surely there's a ton of people that look back and be like, fuck, maybe I was. Do you think about that?
I really don't think about that.
No. I think that's good, bro, because a lot of people do, right? Like, you make it to a spot and you're like, you know what? I fucking did it. But that just shows like the humbleness. I mean, at the end of the day, you're doing what you love. It's not like you trying to prove anyone. You're just proving it to yourself. So
yeah.
I think that's dope, bro. I think that's real.
At the end of the day, bro, I'm just living life. Like, you know what I mean? I don't got time to be like hung up on no bullshit or be like going back and forth on nothing. You know what I mean? I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing and I'm going to be happy about it. You know what I mean? Whether I'm doing right or wrong, I know that I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can go to sleep at night with my actions.
Yeah. I think a lot of people need to take that away. And to be honest, I got nothing else for you. I think that's a great place to stop. Do you have anything else? My bad. Like,
no,
that's
I'm good. Is there anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to WaveGod.
WaveGod, DJ WaveGod. I wish you a happy birthday. Oh, shit.
Hey, shout out my brother.
By the time this
I wish. Wait.
You fucked him up right away. But listen, bro, I really appreciate you coming out, bro. I wish you the best. I'm excited to see what you do next.
Hey, shout out my brother Undance Chris. Hey, check out the drip.
Ooh.
Damn. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah,
bro,
man.
Anybody I'm fucking with, they going crazy. The whole city going crazy. Whether it come to fucking clothes, music, visuals, clubs, fucking ownership of shit. Like, bro, we really out here running this shit the fuck up. So don't sleep. Like, it's coming.
You heard him. DJ WaveGod, I appreciate you coming out, bro. We are out. We will see y'all next week. Like and subscribe. Love y'all. Heatin' Up Podcast is out.